Right now, inside your skull, there is a circuit running. Not because you made a bad trade, because you haven't closed it yet. You chose this position because you believed it would gain. This position is losing. These two facts cannot coexist without generating a signal identical to physical pain. The anterior cingulate cortex, the ACC, buried in your prefrontal region, is detecting a conflict. This is not a metaphor. This is a mechanism. Experienced investors continue holding positions that are draining their portfolios, not because they lack information, because their brain is physically preventing them from pulling the trigger. Today, we dismantle this circuit. What you are experiencing is called the sunk cost effect, but that label strips out the mechanism that actually matters. The sunk cost effect is a neurobiological output of an evolutionary system. It evolved to protect you from wasted resources where waste meant death. Your brain does not know you are looking at a brokerage account. It is doing everything to prevent you from making that loss permanent. In evolutionary terms, permanent loss is catastrophic. The problem is that your portfolio is not the Paleolithic savanna. And the ACC loop is costing you money every day it fires. In 2003, researchers Sherratt and Phelps mapped the anticipation of financial loss. They found that the ACC activates significantly more intensely when you chose the asset. Your brain physically processes a loss differently depending on whether it was your idea. In 2004, Camille and other researchers studied participants who literally could not feel regret. These participants closed losing positions without hesitation. The neurologically intact control group held them. The sunk cost effect is a regret anticipation mechanism. You are holding to avoid the moment of finalization, because finalization makes the loss neurologically real. Stage 1. The position enters the red. The ACC detects conflict and begins firing. Stage 2. The insula generates a discomfort signal identical to physical pain. Holding the position keeps pain low. Selling spikes it. Stage 3. The nucleus accumbens suppresses the dopamine reward signal. The brain does not reward you for cutting a loss. It rewards you for avoiding the confrontation entirely. The path of least neural resistance is to do nothing. A portfolio manager enters at $47. The position drops to 31, a 34% underwater. By their own rules, the position should have closed at 38. It did not, because closing meant finalizing an $18,000 loss. At 31, the insula pain of selling has become more permanent. The circuit fires harder. The position finally closes at 22. The $16 gap was not bad information. It was the sunk cost circuit running unchecked. The protocol that interrupts this circuit is the 24-hour pain window. When you hit your stop loss, you set a hard 24-hour window. You are explicitly prohibited from touching the position. This separates the conflict signal from the decision itself. As you remove the option of action, the insula response begins to desensitize. Cortisol spikes normalize within 24 hours when no decision is forced. At the end of the window, you revisit the position with a biologically reset brain. This is the design of your brain. Understand it to protect your portfolio. Subscribe to this channel for the behavioral finance breakdown.